From High Point, North Kakalaki, the town also known as Little Chicago, it's time for the Friday Night Gamble! Featuring Matt Walsh and his co-host tonight, the eye of all the sweet mamas out there, Bubba Speece. Our musical guest tonight is none other than Daniel Deans. And give it up for our VIP, Terrell Brown. Woo! I'm your MC, Tony P. Sit back, relax as we roll the dice.
Howdy, mate. Hi, honey. How you doing? Keep your feet up. Stay here a while. Pay no mind that the world's on fire. It's the Friday Night Gamble. Can you hear somebody say hi to mighty?
Hi to mighty.
Hi to mighty. Hi to mighty. Folks, we got an action-packed one here for you tonight. But first, I got to rattle off them sponsors. Talk about our friends over here at Club Tales, a cocktail in a can. Also talking about our friend, Mr. Todd Sigmeyer, that does Rocky Mountain slides up there in Colorado. He's giving away a t-shirt tonight here, folks. Check out this thing. All sci-fi fans, if you're a fan of the sci-fi, check this one out.
I like it. I like it. Yes, that is.
You got to get a little tick of that.
Yeah, I got it.
On that. But anyway, we're going to give that away. We're going to do a little how many picks in the damn jar tonight and all that good stuff. Also got to mention Nip Law Firm.
Yes.
Sponsors the High Rollers Game Show. Folks, I hope you're doing well. I hope you had a good week. If you're watching this thing, share it with your friends, share it with your coworkers, share it with your family, all the people you don't like, all the people you cussed out on Facebook or nothing. And let them know where it's at. We're putting it down and just want to let you know where it's at. Let them know where it's at. And also, folks, you got a description of this show. In the description, you can find my link to my YouTube channel. Go on and click on that thing after the show and subscribe, because you know what? You'll never miss an episode of the Friday Night Gamble. I know that, you know, most people home on Friday night, Tony P.
Yep.
These days. But
Everybody's home on Friday night.
Sometimes you get a wild hair. They have an illegal get-together.
Yes. Those illegal get-togethers.
And you go out at 7, you better be back by 9.
Well, we're in the house.
Yeah, we're in the house.
We're good.
We're good right now. When y'all leave here, I don't know what the hell's going to happen. But you've signed papers and everything, and I'm not liable. But anyway, so Daniel Deans, I'm glad to have you on the show.
Thank you very much.
Bubba, what up? Come on. This guy over here, I don't know what he's going to do. You know, this guy's a character. I love Bubba. I've known you for a while, and I'm glad to finally have you on a Friday
Night Gamble.
Woo, woo. If there's anybody who would be a great guest co-host, it's Bubba.
We'll do it again.
And what do you like?
Pretty girls.
Pretty girls.
Pretty girls.
Y'all, he almost ran for POTUS. He almost ran for POTUS on that.
I've been 4 years. We still out of country.
What do you think you'll run again? Do you think
Oh, I'm running again. I already got bumper stickers.
Well, let's see what you got, son. Hell.
Look at that.
I got one of them on my guitar case right there. I do. I got one too.
My physique's like a presidential candidate. I run every 4 years.
Okay. Nice work if you can get it. Nice work. Terrell Brown.
Hello.
You make your triumphant return to the Friday Night Gamble.
Good to be back.
And it's so ironic that you come back the same night that the roadie dance party is back.
Oh,
because
lucky you.
Not only are you a filmmaker, but you also did something that was revolutionary on the show. Do you got those dollars?
I got me some dollars.
I mean,
I'm
You
ready.
do. All right.
I'm ready.
You know, Richie Cash ain't the only guy that's going to be. Are you going to put it over there on Richie Cash?
Hey, we're going to make that cash.
Richie, are you going to throw some money when the roadie werewolf comes out here and dances?
I'm going to make it rain. I'm going to make it rain.
I don't know if you're going to be able to. Terrell did a real good job.
We've hung out before.
Oh, yeah.
He's a baller.
He's a trailblazer on this thing with the dollars. He knows.
Yeah, we've been there. We've been there. We know cinnamon.
Werewolves dance. You're supposed to throw dollars.
He's a big.
We know cinnamon and pepper.
Apparently,
I got some change.
Sparkle.
I can make it hell.
Tony P, how was your week? Tell me all about it. Son.
Well, it was filled with Bernie memes. Bernie
What
Sanders.
the hell? God
You want some
damn.
of them? It's not true.
posted one of them memes.
Not me.
I did. I posted quite a bit.
I was.
I definitely
Once they started making the space ones, that was it for me. I'm like, I'm
Guilty
posting
as
all
charged.
these.
Guilty as charged. Now y'all driving me to damn drink. That's why I'm gonna have to crack a Johnny Bootlegger.
Oh boy.
Also by one of our sponsors, Club Tail. But y'all have driven me to drink. Now I hope you feel good about yourself, Tony and Terrell. You made this guy have to drink a what is this thing? 12%. I forget.
Yeah.
Champagne and malt liquor.
Bubba, what you got? You got a Club Tail. Is it your first Club Tail?
It is, it's delicious.
You love it?
I love it.
I love them. It's a cocktail in a can. He's got a Sunny Margarita. Liz Bloodworth, one of our loyal watchers out there, says Sunny Margarita is life.
It's perfect weather for
What are you
it.
thinking,
I
Terrell?
love
And a
it.
high roller
This is my
champion.
first
You're
one.
the first
So
one.
good.
So we got 2 Club Tail inductees.
We run out soon, it might be a fight.
I was surprised. I was
Well, listen,
surprised.
right now y'all don't get too happy because right now y'all are prospects. Y'all are prospects. Y'all have to do a Johnny Bootlegger challenge.
Oh, my gosh.
Before you're official.
Bring it on.
I've been there.
Daniel Dean,
Yes,
it's
sir.
good to have you on the show.
Thank you very much.
You're from Raleigh, North Carolina,
Yep.
and
Well, I'm from Farmville, North Carolina.
Oh, you're
no one's ever heard of it.
well,
Oh, I
hold on, I gotta take this.
Where?
These guys made me drink.
Near Greenville.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Richie,
Hey, when you're a man
unbelievable
about
knowledge.
town,
Have you
you're,
done business?
hey, you are
Have you done
all.
that? Have you
What
done
kind of
I've
what
been
kind of
on this,
business have you done in
absolutely.
He does business
Greenville?
everywhere. Look
I
at
own a
him.
hospital down there in Greenville. I had to go,
You
yeah,
own a hospital.
own a hospital.
I wouldn't want to publicly admit to
Yeah.
doing any business in Farmville, North Carolina.
Well, I own a hospital down there, and there's lots of, young employees. You can get them cheap. Greenville's got a medical school. I know the
More or
chief-
less.
I know, yeah.
Fantastic. So, what kind of music what would you call your music?
So rock kind of doesn't say anything anymore. So it's kind of a combination.
Why does rock not say anything? What was the story there?
There's such a broad brush that just the word rock covers that you got to have like 8 or 9 things appending it because there's folk rock or blues rock
Right.
or modern rock.
It used to
new
be
rock,
just
hard
like
rock.
Jerry Lee or Elvis or Chuck Berry or Little Richard.
Yeah.
Right.
And then you have some other guys there that that threw in the mix too.
And like there's new rock and there's new rock, and it's depending on how you spell new, N-U, you're singing new rock. N-E-W, you're doing, I don't know, it's on the radio, I don't listen. There's a lot of stuff, but what I'd say we play is new N-E-W blues rock.
Okay. Yeah. So
So
and that's
a
what
la
I get from
Black
you. That's what I get
Keys
from
and
you.
that kind of thing.
Yeah, and the description of your music. Yeah, and you do a good description of your music of how it translates and everything. So how long has the band? Icarus Airline is the band,
Yeah.
and how long have they been together?
Icarus Airlines been together 3 years now.
Yeah.
So we're still going strong, though. Just lost a member. Had to move to Maryland, and he's
Oh
working.
no, what member?
Matt, the other guitar player.
Other guitar
Luckily,
player.
now I get to play double guitar.
All right.
No, we're hard on that search, looking for someone new.
So
He's
y'all
off
are
actually.
looking. So y'all,
Yeah.
if you got what,
If you want to play for Icarus Airlines,
yeah.
this is not a joke. Contact me. We're putting up auditions.
It's an awesome band name, by the way.
How did that come
I-
about? I wondered.
That's
that,
one of
because
my
there's actually
favorites.
Icarus Airline. I searched.
Yeah, like in
today.
Russia.
Yeah.
That we get a lot of plays on Apple Music in Russia. Like we get like 60 or 70 plays a week by like these 10 guys.
Money.
I'm like, man. But me and a roommate were sitting around completely sober and not doing anything fun.
Were you inspired by music or Gene Simmons? Tell the truth.
This 100% true. My roommate
That
goes,
sounds like a Gene Simmons.
man, you know it'd be a really dumb name for a band? I go, what? He's like, super pretentious. Icarus Airline. I was like, ugh. Yeah, that's dumb as hell.
Yeah.
And so, when I made a band a year later, I was like, alright, we'll call it Icarus Airlines because it's so bad we've got to change it
Okay.
at some point.
All right.
And then it stuck and people liked it. And so, now that's our
Icarus
name.
Airline.
Yeah, so I was like, well, I guess we got to crash and burn at some point. That's kind of written for us, but
Everybody
until
does.
then,
Bubba Speece.
Everybody does.
You tried out this thing, Bubba Speece, for president, and you was running on Pretty Girls, and that was your name. Talk about it. What happened?
I don't know.
Well, you had all the support of all the pretty girls. You can look on his Facebook page
I've-
and see that the pretty girls.
I have noticed that. I did look on his Facebook page
Listen,
and I noticed
I'm gonna tell
that.
you what, Bubba, you sent me an email earlier in the week. He wanted to bring. I mean, I just had to tell him. I said, "Hey, man, we can't house that many pretty
It's
girls
a
on the set. We can't do it."
How did
I
you
mean,
break it to him?
I don't know that no pretty girls showed up. I don't know what
We
happened.
could have done more than zero, though.
Look all around. Jess Riggs was supposed to come with me tonight.
Did she get mad about things that was going to
No,
happen?
I was
that didn't
really
even happen
good.
Yet?
I was really good. I was really good this week. She works for me,
Right.
but I worked too hard. She's too tired.
And she said, forget you.
And she had insulation. Her whole back was itching, and it's terrible.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Don't envy that.
Well, what happens
Sorry, man.
when you become president? Will the girls still do insulation with you, or will you still be doing?
Oh, she's gonna be on the cabinet.
Oh, you're gonna put her on cabinet.
Oh, she's my best friend, my best helper I ever had.
So you probably put her in like the labor division, probably, right? The head of labor.
Yeah. No, she's pretty tough. I'm gonna put her as Secretary of Defense.
Oh!
Oh,
Sheesh.
wow.
Well, yes.
Insulation to cabinet building to fencing.
She don't take no. She don't take nothing.
Bubba, what does it take?
I'm afraid she's gonna fire me every day. She don't take
fire
nothing.
you.
She don't take nothing.
So she don't take any.
She don't take nothing.
No.
Well, what does it take? I mean, the thing that I got lots of emails from the fellas this week, and everybody's going, you're going to have Bubba Speece on the show, and, you know, what we want to all know, this is the one common thing they asked was, what's the secret? Well, I mean, all these guys look at your page, and you're just surrounded by pretty women, and they're just, I mean, they love you. How do you do it? I mean, because there's some single guys out there that are having
No, I want to tell you,
hard times.
it's simple, really.
What's the secret?
I love pretty girls. I love them.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Well, who doesn't?
I mean, you know what I'm saying? I
thought of it
love
that way.
everything about them, and they don't have to do nothing for me to love them.
Yeah.
That's the difference
Yeah, I know they
between
did it.
Okay. So that's tip number one.
tip number one.
Are you going to reveal a couple of these tips throughout the show? You're
I
going to
don't know.
probably drop a
That's-
little bit of nuggets here and there.
Yeah, I think I want to know his secret, you know? I mean,
well,
yeah.
I definitely do.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
is the interview.
There
that
can't
people
be
have been
just-
waiting
He's an
to-
innovator.
Is it the beer?
No, I shaved it.
It could be
I
the
shaved
beard.
Shaved it, Terrell. He's
I
taking the beard
shaved
down.
it.
He's an
I
innovator.
shaved it like a year and a half ago for a charity.
Yeah.
I dressed like a woman.
Oh my lord.
And they were still all over you.
No, they ain't all over me, but they love me. There's a difference. Trust me.
I got you.
Trust me. There ain't no one
Terrell,
fighting for this.
Apologize for the.
You know,
How many women you fighting off these days?
I'd rather not answer that question.
Oh!
he pleads the fifth.
Y'all, Terrell, I got to tell y'all, Terrell is, you don't see him on camera often, but he is a very behind the scenes guy. He worked on the Don't Shut My Party Down video. He worked on Come
Yeah.
Here No More. He's also part of Astro Jane team with Tony. He worked on, I mean, a lot
I
of
mean,
movies
just really,
all
yeah.
worked on together. You won the 48-hour film project.
Hey, with your help.
With
Yes.
all of us. Well,
Let's
but,
just give ourselves another hand
heck
for
yeah.
that one.
But just a fantastic guy, and what an eye he has, y'all, for editing. When you go into editing, and not only that, but really what a fantastic, when you film these things, you're so in the moment of doing it, and Tony's over there telling the crowd to shut the hell up, and manhandling them, browbeating them. So, you get caught up on all this stuff, but you have always been this guy. I've observed you that you find these little details that really make things like continuality, make things like you don't make these errors. So later on, somebody
Yeah.
says, "Well, you know, Mike forgot to wear his hat," you know,
Yeah.
or Tommy forgot to wear. He was wearing it in the last scene. Just a fantastic.
Oh, anytime Terrell walks up to me and I can tell he has something to say, I always listen. You know, always
And
listen.
he catches a lot of stuff, but he's
Yeah.
he's a pleasure to work with. He's such a fun guy to work with. I enjoy having you, and I hope we're going to do some more stuff, man.
I'm looking forward to
I
it.
am
And
too.
thank you. I've been enjoying working with you as well. This past
You were
week, so it's been-
fantastic. Well,
it's been awesome.
let's get to some music here. What we going to play first here? What song?
Let's do Trouble.
Trouble.
First song Icarus Airline ever put out.
Okay. Let me get this amp fired up here. I got to turn it on. I ain't even got mine turned on yet. You
I
want
was
to-
going to back up dance, but ain't much room. I'm sorry.
I'll make it rain. You dance, I'll make it
Down
rain.
stuff.
I'm down to this old tuning that I got out in the woods one time. E?
Yeah. Let's try that again. I could be a little bit louder.
Yeah, I think you can. Come on up. There you go.
There we go.
This is
So what's your name? You roll the dice. You play the game. I'm looking for someone that can understand. Give me the business. Yeah, baby, like a man. Are you trouble? Baby, I ain't shy. Baby, looking for love, yeah. You found your guy. I'm looking for someone that can understand. Give me the business, yeah, make me feel like a man. There's just one thing I need to ask. I ain't trouble. I ain't trouble. I'm putting it down. You're making me shine. Do you wanna get low? Do you wanna get high? Shake the ground, baby. And kiss the sky. There's just one thing don't you make me ask. Are you trouble? Are you trouble? Can you break me?
I'm in trouble.
Yeah, that's not stuff like
That was good.
I'm trouble every
For a white
damn
guy.
day.
For a white guy.
that. Period.
You know what happens? When I get trouble, I just find this old Johnny bootlegger here.
No?
And
You better not be.
Is that how you do it?
he says, "Hey, how you doing, Matt?" And I said, "Well, I'm trouble." And then all of a sudden,
He makes it all better?
I go like this.
Whoop! Get it.
I'm not troubled anymore. Daniel, how did you start playing guitar?
Ooh, I started playing
When did you
guitar when I was 11.
Okay.
I
You're
took
not-
lessons.
You're not a lady, so it's okay to ask you that, I guess.
24.
Do you ever ask
Time
ladies
has kind
how
of
old they
slipped
are?
away from me.
Do you ever? What's the rule on that?
Oh, I never asked. I just flirt with them all.
Just flirt, but you never.
There you go.
Hey, no discrimination here.
I think Ricky
Guess-
Dickerman
can you
got
guess-
some trouble
can
for
you guess
that.
their age?
Oh, I'm so terrible. It's
Yeah,
bad.
it's bad. Okay.
Yes,
All
I'm
right.
terrible.
Okay. So anyway, you started at 11.
Started at 11.
Flirt with them all.
And how
If
that?
it came by beer, you know I'm too young.
I wanted to play drums. My parents were like, "You're gonna learn how to read music," and they sent me to lessons for about 3 weeks. They were like, "Oh,
He's not going to read
that
music.
costs money."
And he still doesn't read music.
You don't read music?
But yeah, played in school bands and
Did you?
yeah.
When you say school bands, like
There's a rock band that was run by my high school.
Yeah.
Which was a disaster constantly. And I'm really glad no one can find those videos anymore. It was awful.
Oh, now you make me want to look.
It was like 5 guitarists, 1 bass player, 1 drummer, and they're like, "All right, you guys make a band."
do what you
And
do.
then
A bunch of
like there was 25 different singers that rotated out. So when we did a show, it had to be at least 25 songs.
Yeah.
Just rotating.
Yeah.
They didn't teach us how to practice, and it was a whole thing. But
Just a mess.
I'm really
But it was
lucky
fun, wasn't
I
it?
came out on the other side of it, knowing how to deal with a terrible band,
Yeah.
and made me better at putting together real bands. So,
You know, a guy that had a profound effect on my life and just how I approach things. Because when I was about 22 years old, I moved out to Wichita, Kansas, with nothing but a bag of clothes and 2 guitars. But I met this old guy, and he was an old blues cat named Barry Harris, and he used to tell me a lot of things. But the one thing he told me that really stuck with me, he said, "Hey man, if you got a really bad band and they ain't working out and they can't play what you're playing," he said, "just adapt to them and just play what they're playing, rather than fight them all night." So if you can play with a bad band and you can there's ways to get around. Hey, if anybody knows, Bo Denley, Chuck Berry knows how to get around playing with a bad band, because that's all he did was ride around in their damn Cadillac up and down the road
Oh, yeah.
and pick up a pickup band in every town they went to. You know?
Yeah.
And it was like, hey,
But it didn't work.
who could play bass and drums the best in this town? And those Chuck Berry, a little bit of Chuck Berry's material. You know, that's kind of how it went down. So how did you get to where you were playing out live and doing what you're doing now with the band?
So doing this, I met all my bandmates at NC State.
Okay, this is a college thing.
Well, yeah, so one of those things where you have a drunk plan with someone at a party, and then it actually happens.
And it actually happens. It
And
comes to
our
fruition.
first gig, we started off, we were trying to play bluegrass and folk covers.
Okay.
A friend of mine comes over and says, "Hey man, I found a show we can play. It's for the Boy Scouts up in Mount Airy. It's only a 3.5 hour drive. They'll give us $100.
Pay a gig, baby.
Hell yeah!
Make that loot.
To play music.
Make that loot.
Ricky,
And
Ricky.
it was
Where's Ricky?
I
miserable.
don't know. Did he not show? Was he supposed to be here?
Quit buddy.
Have you even heard from them? They're probably
Well,
locked
they're
up
probably
somewhere.
Locked up in a room
Yeah.
together, I'm imagining.
That's what I'm assuming.
Probably.
Or in jail.
Playing chess together or something. They play chess. Did you know that? They
No.
play chess. They're chess players.
I might have to play Buddy Hardwood in
They say he's a master.
Really?
I'll put your money down.
Really.
Bubba Speece, what kind of questions you got for Daniel over here?
I don't know. Here's the thing. I love singing.
Yeah,
I love music.
yeah. You
Yeah.
do. You're a huge supporter of music around Statesville.
I mean, you know, I don't have a big world. I got a tiny little world. But in my tiny little world, I support it the best I can.
I like tiny worlds way better than
You know what I
the
mean?
world we live in.
I support it the best I can. But I love live music, and I admire people. I can barely play a CD. He can play a guitar.
Sometimes I
He's
can't
got
play
a
them
band.
anymore because I can't find anything to play them in.
It don't work in my van, I promise you that.
It's funny. I spent the entire ride up here listening to my Take That. think that more speaks about how much of a car
You
I
still
can
got a
afford.
tape deck?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Baller.
Big ups to that.
Cars
Baller.
from 2000.
Big
Listen to my
Big ups
advice.
to that.
Sheesh. Let's do a team drink to tape decks.
Tape decks.
Who remembers analog? Ha
My first car had an 8-track. Bitches.
Hell yeah. I like it.
Mine had to
I
take
had
that.
two
Mine had to
8-track
take
first car.
that.
I had Willie Nelson's greatest hits and Urban Cowboy soundtrack.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah!
You know what's
Shaped who
funny
I
about
am.
Urban Cowboy? I used to work in the last job I had before I became a full-time musician. I worked in a hat shop, blocking hats, shaping hats. I've told this story on here a bunch of times. But one thing I hadn't told is back in the Urban Cowboy days, you know, they had these hats came out. These cowboy hats, Terrell, was like pyramids almost. They were like dunce caps because the crown would go so high. They'd be square and they go up to here. I mean, it's just the weirdest, oddest looking shit you ever seen in your life.
And somebody paid money for it.
And Hank Williams is rolling in his grave every time we mention one. But these guys, you could always tell, you know, the Hat Man Jack, the guy I worked for, you know, he was, you know, all the cowboys come in, you know, they didn't want nobody to shake their hat to Jack. But you could always find a greenie when he'd come in because he'd bring in one of these urban cow. That's what started the style was urban cowboy. John Travolta. He wore this
Yeah.
hat, and in the '80s, this hat became popular for
Yeah.
like 4 or 5 years
Yeah.
until people finally realized they looked ridiculous, and they put them up in the attic, and then some guy would go and drag out his dad's hat from 1980 and come in the hat shop, and you always knew they were green. They weren't no cowboy.
They were
Urban cowboy hat.
Hell no,
And
ain't
when
no
that thing
cowboy.
shaped up, and that thing have dust all over. You just kind of look at it and
Like-
just go, "Oh man, come on. Let it die,
Just
let it die out, let it die out." So what's the band doing right now? So what's going on with the shutdown?
So right now,
how's that affected
We're
everything?
trying our best to record. We've set up a home studio.
That's
We've got
smart.
stuff in the works. We recently tried playing live. It was an absolute disaster.
How so? What happened?
So we made the mistake of booking a show in Kinston, North Carolina. I don't know if you guys have ever
I
heard
know
of
where that's
Kinston.
at.
Yeah, I've heard of Kinston.
Yeah.
So we were like, yeah, is there anything we need to bring?
North.
No. We show up, they're like, where's your PA? I don't know, a lot of places, to be fair, they need the band to bring their PA.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
But places around Raleigh, I guess I got too comfortable with places like communicating. And they're like, no, we don't have one. I'm like, what's all that? It's a PA. And they're like, oh, we don't know how to work that. That's for DJs. So I was like, well,
the ever-present DJ.
so I was like, all right, we're going to bend over backwards. We're going to do everything we can to
Damn,
set this up.
DJ.
And I was talking
Who's
to the manager,
DJ?
like, hey, I need you to just like we're real bare bones. I just need you to tell me what needs to come up, what needs to come down.
Yeah.
And she's like, that's not my job. So we
You know, I'm gonna stop you right here.
Yeah.
You know how I defeated this problem years ago? Now, granted, I was playing blues music, just old school blues music, you know, which didn't need a lot of perks and sound. You know, you could get away with this, you know, because you just didn't need a big production.
well, we didn't need a big production. We had only vocals coming through the thing, only vocals coming through the speakers. The rest was just the sound of the room.
Yeah.
And I was like, hey, just someone give me thumbs ups, thumbs downs. And halfway through our set, she's like, yeah, you guys just quit playing.
Oh Lord.
And I was like, why? She's like, well, people are leaving. I was like, people are leaving with their walkers. It's 7. It was 8 p.m.
I've been there. I've been
8
to the
p.m.
store.
on a Saturday. Sorry, there's just, you guys aren't bringing in a crowd. It's like, it's 8 p.m. and there's nobody here. Then one of the bouncers like, well, it is Black Night and you guys are playing white music. I said, what? He said, well, it's Kinston, North Carolina, and black and white people don't get along so great here.
So they have Black Night and
And
White Night.
there's a night where all the white people come out, and there's a night where all the black people come out. It's just kind of known. It's Black Night.
But I'll tell you this. This
It was
one-
a whole
this,
thing.
This wasn't a black or white night. But one time I played a gig when I was about 22 years old, and somewhere
White people.
Hellsville, Kansas, and the same thing happened. And I'll tell you what happened. We got up and played 2 songs, and the man came up and said, "You're running people," and it wasn't the thing where like the club was packed. The club was packed, and he said, you're running people off, and I got to let you go. And you know, my old wild 22-year-old ass, I was about to bust loose and say, "Where's the dough, bro?
Get that money, baby.
Get
Get
the
that
money,
money.
you know
Get
me.
that money.
I was, and you know, I was ready to, you know, I had a knife in my pocket.
Oh,
And,
You're ready to throw down.
oh, I was crazy.
I got two in my pocket. Just
I went into this. I went
He
into
run
this.
out there, gonna
There,
flip
there
one
you go, brother. There you go. You know what I'm talking about. So anyway, he says, here's the deal.
Oh, you got
We were booked for 2 nights.
Don't leave home without
We
it.
were booked for
Am I the only one that doesn't have one in this
no,
room?
there's 2 of us, baby. I got
an extra.
a security
Listen,
patrol.
these guys ain't nothing. If
One
Hooky
other
Grill
one.
was up here, the guns would be coming out. Okay? The guns
You
would be
need a
coming out.
Leatherman tool while you're at it?
I don't want God damn, boys, check your guns at the door. Check your weapons at the door.
Jesus.
No, but really, we were booked to play 2 nights.
Mm.
And he says, hey, it's $1,200 both nights for the band, $600 a night.
They're paying us 3.
He says, you guys got to go. He says, I'm going to make more money if you go than if you stay. And I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to pay you for both nights. Just get the hell on out of here. And he paid us $1,200, all 6 of our lousy asses, for just to get out the door. Because apparently he was going to make a lot more than that night. He was going to make a hell of a lot.
Some people like shitty music.
$300 for 3 hours.
Richie Cash, I got a gold
Hey.
capo just for you.
You gotta make
I
that
knew I was
money,
going to use
baby.
a capo tonight, and I went and bought a gold capo just for you. Richie,
Darling.
talk about the new show you got here on the Friday night game.
Oh,
Let somebody make some money.
the show, that's right. This is how we make that money. The game's high rollers. You get that cash. What I do is I spin the wheel. It's going to end on a category. This one is lycanthropy. Does anyone know what lycanthropy is?
I know what it is
Somebody
now.
else?
I haven't heard of lycanthropy.
It's something to do with furry wolves.
There you go. Bingo.
Hit
Bingo.
that button beside
So
you
we
there.
get
You got
us
button
a
on the other side
category
somewhere.
here.
Somebody hit that button.
Then I ask
There you
a
go.
question.
Sit down.
Exactly.
Tony
I-
P, you got to give him a little camera time.
Ah, you're right. He hasn't been. I'm sorry,
I'll count my
buddy.
money while we...
I'm sorry, buddy.
Okay, anyway, there he is.
There he is.
Full on still, he's looking nice.
Hey,
He knows there's going to be a dance party tonight.
It's nice
He
to
knows
be rich
there's
and
going to be a
beautiful.
dance party.
And I know you're beautiful, and I'm going to help make you rich. Who else is going to help make you rich? It's Josh Nip. Nip Law Firm, specializing in all your residential real estate, family law, and estate planning needs. They'll help you take care of this cash.
Hell yeah.
So we spin the wheel.
Nip Law Firm.
Nip Law Firm.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I'll drink to that.
We come on a
I'll drink
category.
anything.
I asked a trivia question from this category that relates to the show. The first correct comment on our live stream on Facebook wins $25 cash. That's
Oh,
right.
shit.
Cold hard
Now, is
cash.
that
baby.
taxable? Is that
Hey,
taxable?
I'm not sending you a tax form.
It will be.
I am not an accountant. I am not an accountant. I'm going to say no. What's between us? But that's, hey, you got to consult your own professional. So now that we got that business out of the way, let's do this business.
You already spent it. It was like Anthem.
No, he's
I thought.
No, I was
Yeah,
just
he was
explaining the game.
Oh, it was. Oh, okay. I thought.
Look.
I'm lost.
Lycanthropy, it comes back up
it
again.
came back.
It comes back up again.
It was meant to be.
Is it a full moon?
Hey,
or
I
was
don't
it-
know.
Sheesh.
I do not
This
know.
only happens in the horror movies.
Okay. Listen closely. Tonight's trivia quest. This 1981 werewolf film, directed by Joe Dante, featured a groundbreaking werewolf transformation sequence created by Rob Bottin, which used prophylactics as part of the special effects.
Use what?
Prophylactics. So, your key is this werewolf film.
What the hell
from
kind of werewolf
1981.
movies are you watching, Ricky?
We get these questions
I can't get his
all
name
over
right.
I get a
the,
second hand.
they're all over the place now. We're looking for people. If you're going to make that cash, then you got to
Hey,
know the
that's-
show, and you got to pay attention to the show. This 1981 werewolf film, directed by Joe Dante, featured a groundbreaking werewolf transformation sequence created by Rob Bottin, which used prophylactics as part of the special effects. I'll be back later to announce tonight's winner and the correct answer.
Can I play?
Back to Matt.
You can't play, Bubba. Unfortunately, you can't play. Do you know the answer?
I believe I do.
I think you probably do too.
I do. It was a great movie.
It was a great. It's my favorite werewolf flick.
I know it is my dude.
And
So I don't think I know it.
we're gonna have to talk about it after this show. We're gonna have to converse.
It's a rather disturbing scene.
It is a rather disturbing scene.
I mean, there's only one that I can really think of.
He really gives her a piece of his mind.
Yeah, same.
But I don't remember that scene.
Well, you know, the rumor is that the roadie is going to do a little dance party here in just a little bit. So y'all stay tuned for that. We're going to get back to the interviewing part of things. Bubba, you know, what would be your next pretty girl tip? If you're going to try to get with the pretty girls, you got to be unassuming, we found out.
No, it's not that. It's like,
You don't ask her age.
no. You don't never ask a lady her age, and you never ask when the baby's due. Okay?
Ooh.
Never. Never.
Wow.
That would get dangerous fast.
That's dangerous. That's dangerous.
See, I learned that through my cousin and my brother. They asked non-pregnant women when their baby was due. Okay, so at least I ain't that stupid.
That's bad.
That's bad.
That's bad.
I've been in a situation where somebody at my table did that to a waitress, and I was like, why?
So I'm having a hard time keeping up. I thought you asked your cousin and your brother when's the baby due, and I was real confused, man.
No.
Like those three things better not be related somehow.
You know, I'm raising one at 43. A baby.
Wow.
Showbud. I never thought I'd raise one at 43, Tony T. Here I am.
All right, man. If you want to...
Teaching one and raising him, and, you know, if he goes outside and he comes back in with a dirty butt, I have to put him in the tub and clean his little dirty butt up.
Little dirty butt.
He had a thing.
Just put a diaper on him, man.
Well, he had a thing a couple weeks ago, Showbud did. I don't know what he got into or he ate or whatever, but he had a dirty butt about like for 4 days in a row. He'd go outside and
It's terrible.
come back in and he'd have to get a bath. He just bathe his lower.
It's probably something he got out of Ricky
I ain't gonna lie, if I had somebody
Probably
to
something
do
that Ricky Dickerman
if I had somebody to bathe my lower every time I went outside, I'd do it too. Right?
Well, you know,
I guess. I'll stand with you on that one.
if the toilet paper shortage comes back around, we might have to look into that, Bubba. I don't know. We might have to look into that.
Bidets are a lot easier to come by.
But I gotta tell you, I am no ladies man. I just love the ladies. But like Jess, God, she had insulation. It was so bad. She was so itchy, scratchy. Wanna come? She's like, what are we gonna talk about? But I'm like, come on, it'll be good for business. She's like, Bubba, look, I swear to you. She said, Bubba, all I gotta talk about is you sexually harassing me all day. Whoa! Sheesh. I can never be on the Supreme Court.
For legal
that's
reasons,
why
that's a joke.
That's why I'm running for president. I can never be on the Supreme Court.
You can never. Yeah. Well, that will cut you out. You know?
It will.
That will cut you out. They'll have a hearing on you.
Yeah, I'm done.
Oh, you'll be out.
I'm
You'll
done.
be done.
But I can't lie. Like, Bubba, did you say that? I'm like, yeah, I said it.
Would
Did you do this? Yeah, I did.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, I did.
Bubba said it. And there'd be about, a bunch of other people that was down at Broad Street heard the whole damn thing.
It's bad. It's bad.
Yeah.
The home of the Bubba Burger.
Okay.
They got a Bubba burger. They got a burger.
It's not gonna be a
What is the Bubba burger? Talk about the
chili slaw mustard. It's chili slaw and onion. You're supposed to have mustard, but you gotta put your own mustard.
You gotta do your own mustard.
Cause like, I don't know, gourmet people don't want to put mustard on a sandwich. I don't understand. But
I love mustard on the
Yeah,
sandwich.
mustard on a hamburger, hot dog.
Well,
Yeah, I
if
only
Oh,
it's
eat mustard.
American,
Yeah.
I'd take that.
I never use ketchup or mayonnaise.
oh,
No, I'm highly against it too.
I'm indifferent about it. I usually just
Ketchup
Yeah.
or mayonnaise on a hot dog.
I'm
Even
gonna
though
tell you what.
my family would disown me for saying it.
Mayonnaise on a hot dog?
It's disgusting.
It is, yeah.
Austin Hicks.
My mama
I
loves
don't
it.
know.
God rest his
never
soul.
heard of that.
I haven't ever heard of that
Best
either.
friend in the
but,
world, God rest his soul. One thing he loved to do, when the low counts would go on the road, we loved to stop at Cookout. That was our place.
Yeah. And
He would
get
get a hot dog, two hot dogs with nothing but mayonnaise on it.
No, my mom and my sister
So
want
they
to
like
know.
glaze the
Glaze it with mayonnaise.
If the
He
stars
loved
are
it.
aligned and you ask really nicely, at Cookout they will put a hot dog in a milkshake.
Have you done
At
that?
Cookout?
I'm out.
There's only one way to do it.
I don't believe nothing against it.
So me and my friends, we
Speaking
come
of
up
POIs,
with, what's the grossest milkshake you can make at Cookout? We just like high C banana fudge Oreo, and it was still pretty damn good.
yeah.
So
Yeah, it's good.
we were brainstorming like, but there's no way to mix all the ingredients because they were all sweet, delicious things. And then one was like, I'll put a hot dog in it. And we go up to the woman and we're like, hey, can you put a hot dog in a milkshake? And she goes, let me ask my manager. And she's like, do y'all want that? We go, yeah.
Yeah.
And she comes back a minute, she's like,
Did they at least
do you
cut it? Do they cut it up, or they just?
yeah,
throw
they
it
put
in?
the whole thing and blend it in.
Like pull
They-
Really?
they-
It
they
gets
blend it in.
pulverized.
as
You
Bubba
get a
said,
hot dog all the
pulverized.
way and they blend it in.
And
And
what
she
did you
comes
mix?
back, she's
What
like-
kind of ice cream did you
She's
mix
like,
it
do
with?
you want
It's all
the
vanilla.
bun? And I'm like, we're paid for it. So she puts the bun in.
Value.
Vanilla ice cream, and it was god awful. It was
Here's the
terrible.
thing. Here's the thing. I feel sorry for the poor son of bitches that ordered a milkshake after y'all.
Cause that thing
That
smell like
shit
hot
mixed
dog.
up bad.
They have to reclean the machine.
Yeah, guts.
Smell like hot dog.
The bouquet of vanilla and hot dog water
Yeah.
hits you.
Salty hot
It
dog.
makes itself known.
So that was your fault. My pineapple
Is
tastes
this
like
what
a hot
y'all do on
dog.
the road for fun?
There's not a lot to do.
Yeah.
It's one of the only things you can do during lockdown.
Oh, this was recently, like. in the
No,
last
it wasn't
year.
recently, but I do it from time to time just to watch the person go like,
Do they ask the manager each time?
no.
Oh.
Sometimes they
When they
just.
recognize me, they just call the police.
Oh,
Yeah, it's that guy that wants the ass in.
I
with
like
his-
this guy.
I'm banned from cookout, but that's a different story.
He wants ass ends in his milkshake. Come on now. My God, Bubba, would you drink something like that if you were drunk?
Oh, it's bad what I do when I'm drunk.
What do you do when you're drunk? What's the worst thing
I'm-
you've ever eaten when you're drunk?
I don't know. I mean,
I know that's the thing, because when I get drunk, I'll wake up in the morning and there'll be Cheetos everywhere, and there'll be, you know,
it's
bad.
bad.
It's bad.
It sounds so good when you're drunk, and it sounds so bad when you're sober.
I ain't gonna call him out, but he was past guest on the Friday Night Gamble. He told me one time he woke up, he went to a girl's house and got drunk, and woke up in her shower eating Krispy Kreme donuts.
That's a good way to wake up. That's a good way to wake up.
Was he taking a shower?
Yeah.
Did he wake up
Yeah,
with the water
he
running?
was eating Krispy Kreme donuts.
That's such a good way to wake up.
That's hard to hate.
What calamity of errors occurred
To
It's
cause
such a
that.
good way
to cause
to wake up.
that to happen?
Well, somebody would have had to make a donut run, right?
North Carolina pride though, Krispy Kreme.
Oh, yeah.
fried Krispy
I mean,
Oh
that's
my
it.
gosh!
Amen.
How is Dunkin' in business when Krispy Kreme is so
It
much
makes you
better?
worry. It doesn't
I don't
make you
understand
worry.
it.
It doesn't
I'm no
make you
offense, Dunkin', friggin'.
Yeah.
There's
Krispy Kreme, Bojangles, Lowe's, Cookout.
I used to
I think
love a
Zaxby's.
cruller when I was a kid, man. A cruller. Do you remember the crullers?
Now the crullers still good. Even Dunkin's
Oh,
got good
Vaguely
crullers.
remember.
You remember
But
the
just-
crullers? They were kind of like a
Yeah.
ridge,
Yeah.
kind of
They're
like a
so
tire.
good.
Looked like a tire.
They're
that was
so good. They're so good.
They do. They look like a tire,
But
honestly.
even
yeah.
Krispy Kreme got good. I mean, even Dunkin's got great crullers.
Oh, did they?
If you want one, yeah, they got great crullers. But just the yeast donut, the yeast glazed donut.
talking yeast.
Yeast glazed donut.
Bubba's talking
Or
yeast.
you
Krispy
talking about
Kreme.
a donut? You talk about
They
your
do
donut.
it.
Just the freaking. I mean,
They've got an app
Terrell
that tells you what the
says
hot
that
sign's on.
Man, they're gonna
They've got an app that'll
rail us
send you
for this
notifications.
I might have to go to freaking the nearest Krispy Kreme when I get off of here.
Hey, there's one actually right up the street.
Oh yeah!
It is. I mean,
I'm gonna get like 3 and a glass of milk, and I'm gonna be good.
We're good to go.
I'll meet you there.
Okay.
That's a minute.
Let's do another song. What you got?
All right, let's do
I'm gonna do a song too.
Hello Mama.
You gonna do
That's,
it? I like
that's a
that.
fan favorite.
I like that.
Brittany and Tyler that introduced us. They
Brittany and Tyler. Which
let's
woo,
shout out
woo!
to them
I'm
for
sure they
hooking
out
us
there
up,
watching
getting
the
us
show.
aware of each other. Oh, they are.
Those are good people, those two.
Well, let's do one of them. I might lay a little pipe on this one too.
Ah yeah. Support your sponsor.
Rocky Mountain Slides.
Better than soccer wrench.
All right, let's let me know, Brittany.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
I got myself trapped, got my back to the wall, and this time I can't run away. My sins are big, catching up to me. The pipe don't play. this here CD.
Yeah, talk about that.
So this is our first album that we got out, and I brought it as a gift to Matt here.
Hell yeah, man, I'll take that.
You can
Man.
find that.
We'll put that right up here on the set right
Cool.
there.
You can find
Let
that
us
for
know
sale
all
along
around
with a
the
t-shirt you'll see later on IcarusAirlineBand.com. It works just like any other site. You can pay with your credit card and we'll mail it out to you. And it's all on the up and up.
Up and up.
Digital inventory and all
Yeah,
that
yeah.
cool
That
stuff.
means it's not like every other site. It was on the other
Yeah.
side.
And what is the website for Icarus Airline?
It's IcarusAirlineBand.com.
IcarusAirlineBand.com.
Roddy!
Just airlines taken.
You're back. What's your New Year's resolution, bud? To what? Lose some weight. What, you been eating too much? We ain't seen you in a minute. Where you been? You guys are gone. Yeah, So every last couple Friday nights you've not been around. We over
We
at
miss
Buddy
you.
Hold on, let me say what? Right. You're over at Buddy Hartman's house. Sleeping at Buddy Hartman's house. I thought he hated y'all. See, what's going on? Are you working for him? You're working. You're doing errands for him. You're going to get his liquor. Yeah. Okay. Makes sense. So what's it like living over there? Is it better than living here? You guys are in and out, and the only time you come here is when you want something.
What does he want?
Oh, they want all kinds of shit. No, listen, you'll kennel up. I'm not going to do that. Do you want to do a dance? Do you want to do your new segment? A dance party? You want to do one in D? All right, let's shuffle in D. Y'all ready for this dance party? He's going to kick it off. It goes something like this. Make it rain! Wow! You still got it, baby. You still got it, baby. Jeez. You know, folks, we talked about earlier.
Get your money back.
You can get that one, take it one, too.
Yeah, get the money back. Was you throwing money, Terrell?
Yeah, he
Tossed a
was.
few dollars
Throw
his
$2.
way.
Yeah, he
Put on a
needs
good
some
show.
snack. He's
Put on
looking
a
for
good
Scooby
show.
snacks. He's looking for
Don't,
Scooby snacks.
yeah.
Okay, you go kennel up. Kennel up! No, don't you do that shit. Don't you do that shit. Come on, kennel up. You've embarrassed me again with the guest. You've embarrassed me again. You go kennel up. Kennel up. Kennel up. Be gone. I'm sorry, Tony. I'm sorry, Terrell.
It's okay.
Hey,
Sorry,
listen, at
Will.
least he didn't knock anything down this time. So
At least he did. That damn tail.
maybe that training is working a little bit.
Listen, they've been going every week.
Crate training,
on
yeah.
Thursdays. No, I got a trainer.
Yeah, this has been going on for
training
months though,
class.
and I ain't seen
I've
these
sent them.
things learn
They're
anything.
doing really well. They got a certificate and everything. They got the
Good.
certificate and
That's good. He
everything.
did good tonight. That's good.
He did good. I think
It's working.
he did pretty good. Folks, we ain't done this for a while. But my guy, Doc Sigmeyer, God bless him, he got back at me. He said, Matt, he said, go ahead this week and give the people one of them damn sci-fi t-shirts. I mean, look at this thing. You got this damn thing carrying off a damsel in distress, and there's some guy that looks like, I don't know, Chuck Connery or whatever is trying to from Love Connection, and his name Chuck Connery.
Chuck Connors.
Chuck Connery, whatever. This Chuck guy,
2 and 2.
This guy, look here, this guy, he's looking at him. He's fighting with all his might, Tony P. Look at him, he's fighting with all his might. To get the girl, she don't even look that scared, to be honest.
Yeah.
No, she's not scared. She looks like she's enjoying it.
No, but I mean, it looks.
She kind of looks like she wants to get
It looks-
She wants,
Yeah.
she wants
Yeah.
the fingers.
But anyway, it's a fantastic shirt,
Yeah, it's
y'all.
pretty cool. So,
Now we're gonna have to do this thing called how many picks in this damn jar? We ain't done it in a while.
All right.
How many picks you think are in here, Danny?
Ooh.
You got thumb picks.
Thumb picks. That's
That's what
69.
messes you up, 'cause you got thumb picks, you got finger picks, you got flat
You got all
picks.
kind of picks.
tuning machine.
What do you think, Bub? I got I tuning key. Yes, there's
I'd
78.
say 30.
30. What do you think, Bub?
78.
Price is Right rules.
78.
What do you think, Terrell?
I'm gonna say 58.
58. Y'all, if you guess this thing right, how many picks are in this damn jar?
Don't listen to me, people.
I'm gonna
You
say
know?
You know, I ain't gonna be. Listen, I'm sick of being one up by this asshole over here, Richie.
High roller
downstairs. I thought he was, hey, Richie.
High roller,
Love
baby.
you, Richie.
You
I gotta
I'm
get a
just
martini.
playing.
I'll be back with the correct
You know,
answer
I'm
in
just
just a minute.
messing with you when I call you asshole. I call you asshole.
Hey.
But
My
anyway,
parents call me that.
this asshole. He tries to bring all this shit on the show. I've got something too. I'm gonna give away, y'all. So come on, I'm not. Y'all, I'm a high roller too.
Give it a guess.
I'm a little high roller too. This guy.
Do less than me if
He's
you
out
want
of
to win.
control.
I'm pretty sure.
Y'all, Terrell, he's out of control. Richie, he's out of control.
I'd be confident in my guess.
I'm starting to learn who
It's a
Thirty.
little shady to me.
I'm starting to learn who this guy is. Tonight, he was doing some weird stuff downstairs.
Very weird.
Oh, like what?
Oh, I'm not even gonna say it on camera.
Well, I thought he was kind of making some weird phone calls
He
to,
was. That's what I'm
yeah.
talking about.
Don't ask.
That's what I'm talking about. He, you know, these guys, you know, when you get that far up in the, you know, and get that much money, you get in all this weird shit.
You
Some
do.
of the guys get in this weird stuff.
You
Even
do.
though there's some weird phone calls. But anyway, I'm not gonna talk about that no more. I ain't gonna say anything about that. We're just gonna get back to the music. I think.
Back to the music.
Let's do another song.
One more?
Well, you know, Bubba, are you gonna sing
You
one?
want to say?
You can use Scott's Grind.
Let's do the Science Guys Crying. I'm so down.
Yeah,
Y'all,
I'm just
who out there?
I'm afraid I'm gonna miss my leads to start, but
Well, here's the
we're gonna
thing.
make it work. Okay.
How many pretty girls out there are relying on this tonight?
I don't know. I hope a few.
A few. I think they are. If there's any pretty girls
At
out
least
there
six.
that want us, I know.
Maybe even half a dozen.
I know the pretty girls are watching. I know your pretty girls are watching. I know there's some pretty girls out there. If you want to comment while Bubba's singing this song, and just tell him, just spill your heart out.
Yeah.
Just spill your heart out, because he's gonna spill his heart out for all the pretty ladies. The Sky's Crying. That's an Elmore James song, and it's about. Well, Bubba's gonna put it in context, but just
I'm gonna do my best.
y'all, I want all the pretty girls out there just to send some love Bubba's way for this one, because we're gonna do it in E, something like this. Tell me what's all about, man.
The sky is crying. Ow. Woo. Can't see the tear roll down the street. The sky is crying.
Oh, tell us.
Can't see the tear roll down the street.
I know they're crying for you, Bubba.
I've been looking for my baby, and I wonder where can she be?
Oh, let it out, man. Let it out. Oh, man.
Saw my baby early this morning, Hurt me so bad. Made my poor heart so weak. Let's get it, guitars. Come on back. Bubba Speece got the blues for you, y'all. Come on now, give it up and tell them where it's at. Come on now. Come on, come on. Well, Mike, you know, if you're going to do Mike, not Mike, Daniel. Damn. You know, it's been a long week, Daniel. Damn. How can the folks find you?
You can find Icarus Airline on Instagram at Icarus Airline, on Facebook Icarus Airline. We're the same everywhere. And Spotify is where we view the most metrics. So give us some listens. We got new music coming out soon, and we got merch
So you got some new
on
stuff
our
coming
website.
out?
Yes.
That's good.
Pending. We're recording it all in house, so it's a big change up. We're putting a lot of work in, but we got all sorts of stuff coming out.
All right.
Yeah, and also, while I've got the microphone, I want to give you one of these new T-shirts from
Make that money, baby.
representing our new single that we put out like 6 months ago. But the T-shirts are cool as hell. I'd like to give you
That
one.
is a
Oh,
cool
hey,
shirt.
man. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Far out, y'all. Check this out.
Yeah.
Thank you, man. Thank you,
Yeah, it's
bro.
for our single "Out of My Mind,"
All
which
right, check this
would have
out.
loved to play here, but it needs a band.
Check it out.
Go check it out on
Check it out.
Spotify.
Well,
Definitely
Good
will.
work, sir.
we ain't letting you go yet, but we're going to have to turn it back over to our,
We've got-
our guy, Richard Cash. Have you got a winner?
Hey,
Have
Matt,
you got a
thank
winner?
you. It's been a great show. And to cap it off, we do have a winner.
You got a winner.
We got a winner.
got a winner!
Yeah,
Who's the winner?
to recap, we spun the wheel. We got a category. That category, I asked a trivia question about. Tonight's category was lycanthropy, which is the study of werewolves.
You say
Or
that.
anything interested
Say it a
about
wild way.
about werewolves. That's the way we learn to do it at Yale.
At Yale?
At Yale University.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure I heard you right.
This 1981 werewolf film, directed by Joe Dante, featured a groundbreaking werewolf transformation sequence created by Rob Bottin, which used prophylactics as part of the special effects. Tonight's correct answer is The Howling.
Oh, yeah.
And our first
We love
correct
it.
comment was Kent and Heidi Spears.
Nice.
Congratulations, Kent.
Congratulations.
You're going to get this cash. You join Liz Bloodworth and Robert O'Neills as former high rollers.
Wow.
Tune in next week. You can be a high roller too. Back to you,
Fantastic.
Matt.
That's fantastic. Will you take us out with a song? Bubba Speece, it was fantastic having you on. Show them stickers again.
Oh,
Did you show them?
I brought one for everybody.
I can't wait. I got a couple
I'm
of
too
them.
cheap to bring T-shirts. But
Man, Bubba Speece for
The president.
I love it.
I love pretty girls.
If you can't see it, y'all. It says, I love pretty girls. If you want one, just let me know. I might be able to facilitate that.
that's right.
Terrell,
Hello.
I can't wait till we work on the next one, buddy.
Amen to that.
We're gonna put out some magic. You know we will. Thank you for coming on.
You
Thanks
always
for
do.
having
I
me.
love
I
you,
appreciate
You
it.
always do. You put out music. Magic.
Yeah,
and
nice
music.
meeting you, man.
Nice meeting you as well.
You
Daniel,
gonna leave me?
Oh, sorry.
I'll
about
tell you
that.
what. It's been a pleasure having you on.
Yeah, it's been a
Glad
pleasure
you came
being here.
on. Y'all go check out Icarus Airline. Leave us with a song here. What we gonna do?
All right, this last one's called "Better Every Day." So when you play enough blues, you get kind of tired of writing sad songs. This is a happier one about
I like this.
just improving ever so little every single day.
Well, that's what they say. You know, Ricky and Buddy are trying to do.
That's right.
I've been working. I've been working on my habits. I've been working on only running one rabbit. 'Cause
Tune in next week to the Friday Night Gamble. Don't be fooled by imitators. Fear the originators. We're over now. Have a fantastic weekend.